In a land far, far away, there was a monster living in the middle of the desert. Moreover, he was only fed with fresh soil, newly greened plants and seeds. A little far from the desert, there was a kingdom he had not yet discovered and had not gone and eaten its soil. The king and the queen of this kingdom did not have children, and they were very sad because of this. When the queen couldn't sleep one night, she sneaked out of the palace. She wandered around the desert. Although the desert monster noticed her, he did not go near her and did not harm her, because all he wanted was to eat all the plants and fresh soil in the world. At that moment, a star fell in the sky and left a green trail behind it. Seeing the falling star, the queen immediately made a wish. "Oh, I wish I had a daughter so I could hug her and raise her with love." At that moment, a star fairy appeared in front of the queen. "Oh, you are a fairy! I cannot believe my eyes!" "Yes, dear queen, I heard your wish and came to your presence. If you want to have a child, wander through this desert for 7 days and nights. The magic of the stars will surprise you." The queen did indeed wander through the desert for 7 days and nights, listening to the words of the star fairy. The king, on the other hand, thought that the queen, who had not returned to the palace for days, was lost, and he was devastated. At the end of her 7th day in the desert, just as she was in despair, the queen heard a cry. The queen moved toward the direction the voice came from. She saw a tiny baby crying on the sand. She immediately took her in her arms and returned to the palace. The king was very happy when he saw the queen safe and sound days later, and the cute baby she was carrying in her arms increased his happiness even more. They named that little baby the Earth Princess. Years passed. The Earth Princess grew up and became a very beautiful girl. Her favorite thing since she was a baby was playing with sand. If she drew a butterfly in the sand, the butterflies turned into reality and flew around her. Or if she drew a flower, it turned into a real flower and smelled amazing. The only person who realized that the Earth Princess had a magical power was her father, the king. But he didn't tell anyone about her power so that no harm would come to her. One day, when the people were planting new crops, the nose of the desert monster caught a sharp smell. He soon realized it was the smell of fresh soil. When he thought of the delicious saplings and seeds he would eat, he could not resist and quickly started to move towards the direction of the smell. Meanwhile, the people in the kingdom noticed that the ground was starting to shake. "Oh! What's going on? Is this an earthquake?"
This is something else!
Noticing the ground shaking, the king and the queen also rushed out of the palace balcony and saw the desert monster far away under the ground moving towards the kingdom.
Oh no! I thought he was a myth!
This is very bad. The myth is becoming true. The king immediately ordered his soldiers to stop the desert monster. The soldiers took cover at the gates of the kingdom. But the desert monster was so big and scary that many of the soldiers thought they could not defeat him. When the desert monster approached to the kingdom, he caught the soldiers one by one and threw them in the desert.
No! Help! Help!
Seeing this, the people stopped cultivating the land and began to flee to save their lives. The monster continued to eat every sapling, every fresh greenery he saw. While the people did not know what to do out of sadness and fear, the king came out of his palace with all his might. The Earth Princess followed him too.
My princess, my beautiful daughter, stay in the palace with your mother. I don't want him to hurt you.
No, Daddy. You know I can beat him. I can save our kingdom, our land. The king did not want his only daughter, the Earth Princess, to come face to face with the desert monster. So he left her behind, took up his sword, and rushed towards the monster that was eating the fertile land. He tried to stop him, but failed. Just as the desert monster was about to grab the king and throw him into the desert, the Earth Princess could not stand it any longer and drew a shield on the sand. This shield has been magically made real. The Earth Princess protected herself with that shield and ran towards the desert monster. Even though the desert monster threw sand at the princess, he couldn't stop her. The Earth Princess immediately bent down and drew a large bucket in the sand. The bucket was made real. With her magical power, the princess lifted this bucket and threw it at the desert monster. The bucket got on the desert monster's head and got stuck there. Thus, the monster could not see ahead and he could no longer eat the fertile land. At that time, the Earth Princess gathered all her attention and created a desert tornado to drive the monster away from the kingdom. This tornado was so big and strong that it engulfed the monster in an instant and carried him far from the kingdom. The people who watched what was happening were both in great astonishment and happiness. The Earth Princess was exhausted from the magic she used. Father King immediately ran to her and hugged her.
You saved our lives, our land, our kingdom.
From that day on, the Earth Princess protected all the lands of the kingdom with her courage forever. Because without soil, there would be no life, and the Earth Princess knew it best. Long ago, two dragons who loved each other very much were caught in a very heavy rain. The only thing dragons didn't like was this rainy weather. Because when their wings got wet, lightning would strike them. Their flakes would be damaged and they would never be able to spit fire. There was such a strong storm that day that the purple dragon was thrown far away from his lover, the yellow dragon. Although the yellow dragon wanted to search for her lover, she remained where she was because her wings were wet and she was very sad. And the purple dragon drifted into a cave at the top of a high mountain.
Huh? What is this place? Where am I?
A very loud noise was heard from inside the cave. That voice belonged to Evil Bell, who was half wolf and half lion.
I am Lord of the Storm and Lightning. Bow! And you are a fire-breathing dragon.
The purple dragon was so frightened that as soon as he wanted to fly away, Bao flashed lightning in the sky.
I'm not leaving until you tell me how you spit fire. You will tell all the secrets of fire breathing.
No, I can never do that.
Then I will make it rain forever and imprison you here.
The purple dragon was trapped in Bao's cave. At that time, the yellow dragon was looking everywhere for her lover, the purple dragon. She looked for him in the bear's nest, in the elephant's garden, and even in a rabbit hole, but could not find him anywhere. Seeing the yellow dragon crying, a horse approached her. Why are you so sad, dragon? What happened?
My love, the purple dragon has disappeared. It's going to rain again soon, and I won't be able to look for him because my flakes will be damaged.
Did you ask the forest ranger monkey? Maybe he knows. Ooh.
Thank you. I'll go and ask right away.
Wait! Take this red fabric and cover yourself. It will protect you from the rain for a while. The yellow dragon took the red fabric and moved through the forest. At that time, it started to rain again. The yellow dragon finally arrived at the forest ranger. She asked if he had seen the purple dragon.
Yes, I saw him floating in the sky. Look, this is a flake he dropped. He was drifting towards those pine trees.
The yellow dragon flew quickly to the place where the pine trees were when the rain had stopped a little. She looked around but found no sign of her lover. At that moment, a rabbit appeared before her.
Hello, Rabbit. Have you seen a purple dragon around here?
Yes, I saw. He was drifting towards that swamp.
As the yellow dragon was going towards the swamp, the sky was again covered with black clouds.
If you want to know why it rains all the time, find the ox.
The yellow dragon flew quickly to the edge of the swamp. There she saw an ox waiting under a willow tree to shelter from the rain.
I'm looking for the purple dragon. I wonder if you've seen him around here, Ox.
Oh no, not around here. I saw him swaying over that steep mountain. But you have to be careful. Bao lives on that hillside.
Bao?
Yes, he is the Lord of Rain and Lightning. He is very arrogant and unloving. He is also a mean-hearted person who wants to have everything.
Now I understand. That's why the rain never stops. Bao must have caught the purple dragon.
You can stop Bao with your fire. If you want to be able to breathe fire when it's raining, go to the tiger and get help from him.
The yellow dragon quickly went to the tiger before it started to rain.
Yes, a little further you will see a snake. He will give you a crimson magic pepper. Eat it in one move.
The yellow dragon went to the snake as the tiger said. Just then, dark clouds appeared in the sky again.
Hurry, Snake! Give me that magic pepper. It's going to rain now.
The snake plunged his head into the bottom of the soil and pulled out a magical red pepper. The moment the yellow dragon ate the pepper in one move, it started to rain and storm again. But this time, the yellow dragon was neither cold nor flaking. With great courage, she spread her wings and began to fly towards the steep mountain.
Come on, tell me how you spew fire, or I'll not untie the boulder tied to your feet, and you'll never be able to fly again.
No! Fire is peculiar to us, to dragons. You can never learn it.
Just as Bao was walking towards the purple dragon, a ball of fire appeared behind him.
What? How does that happen? Fire can't burn in the rain?
Out of the giant fireball, the yellow dragon showed up.
Free my lover, Bao! Now!
No! I won't let him go if he doesn't tell me the secrets of fire!
The yellow dragon first stopped the rain by spewing fire into the dark clouds in the sky. Then she melted the rock that the purple dragon was tied to. Thus, the purple dragon was freed. Bao was stunned by the power he saw.
How can you be stronger than me?
This is the power of love, not fire or storms, Bao.
Yes, you don't need fire to be strong. You are not a dragon.
I'm not, but I can have anything, everything.
No, you can't have love, Bao. You only feel love in your heart.
The yellow and purple dragon were very happy to finally be reunited with each other. Bao had never felt so weak before. However, thanks to two dragons, he accepted the existence of love in his heart and joined the chirpy life in the forest. After that day, dragons were able to fly freely in the rainy weather and even left a trace of love in the sky forever by spewing fire.